Hello world! Welcome to a new video of Vildev Tours channel. If it is the first time you are here, let me introduce myself. I am Luis Velasquez and I am a national tour guide in Ecuador and a tour operator. And if you're here, it's because you're interested in watching more about Ecuador. Today, I have a special guest here, and this is Mark.
Hello. How are you today?
Just fine. Look where we are. We are in Cuenca. Also, we are with Don Manuel, our designated driver. And we are in the city of Cuenca, but not exactly in the city. We are in the outskirts, in a place called El Valle. Here we are heading to the roots of the guitars. Today we will be doing the full day tour of the artisanal villages, departing from Cuenca, coming back to Cuenca, and we will knowing San Bartolome, famous for its guitars, Chordelec, famous for its jewelry, and Gualaceo, famous for its orchids and textiles. Mark, I'm looking forward to meeting these places with him today. And yes. Mark, what do you think about today?
I'm excited about coming up today. I've been wanting to do this since I've been in Ecuador, and here we are doing it. And Luis has been gracious with his time and sharing, and I'm looking forward to it. So here we go.
Here we go.
Vamos a ver.
Vamos a ver. We are entering now the town of El Valle, which is actually part of the city of Cuenca. But El Valle is a parish of the municipality of Cuenca, rural parish. Here in Ecuador, the country is subdivided in provinces, not states, and the provinces are subdivided in cantons, and the cantons are subdivided in parishes. The urban parishes, which are like downtown, the main city, and the rural parishes. El Valle is a rural parish. It's early, so not many businesses are open. But it's a small town in Cuenca. It is almost part of the city now. There are buses coming all the time and many people. This time traffic is lower than what it was 30 minutes ago. And they are building more. Cuenca is growing a lot, and it has grown so much in the last few years, like last 5 to 10 years, that this is way more inhabited and it's almost part of the urban area now. But once we leave El Valle, it will be almost all countryside, and we will show you that in our next stop after we leave El Valle. Okay, first stop. We are in El Valle, out of the town of El Valle. We are in the Eco Parque. The Eco Park is an area that they destined for festivities, events, and also we have a viewpoint that you will see in a moment. On my back, you see a lot of trees like this, and I would like to explain you this because it may not look that good, but this area, El Valle, and the next parish, Santana, they are famous for their furniture. They work the furniture. And these eucalyptus trunks, which is actually an introduced species, helps in the economies of many families in the area. They work here making cabinets, furnitures for Cuenca, and even they send to other areas of the country. This tree in some areas is problematic, but in other areas is being well used. I hope that I can show you about Cuencan furniture in another video in the future, because Cuencan furniture is famous in all of the country. So let's see a little bit more of the Eco Park. In some special dates for El Valle, or like Carnival, they use all of this park for making concerts, having events. For Carnival, for example, all of these, they use it for playing with water, having music. So just let me know in the comments if you would like me to come for Carnival to El Valle and show you how Cuencan Carnival looks like in the country. And speaking of the country, let's see how the rural area of Cuenca looks like and the urban area. We have here, from this point where we are, a viewpoint, and now you will see what Cuenca looks like in its entirety. That there in the background is the city of Cuenca, the urban area. And this, closer to where we are, is the rural area. That hill there is Mamatepal, and it's an easy hiking. Of course, it would take you some hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, depending on your rhythm. But if you would like to watch hikings in Cuenca here in this channel, let me know in the comments as well. I will do some, but let me know what you're interested in so that I can prepare that. And also, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so that you are informed, you get notifications when a new video comes out. If you would like to watch about how festivities in the rural area are, I'll leave you a video in the description about a festival in New Year in the parish of Paccha, which is actually that way behind this mountain here. I recorded that video there. After finishing this one, you can see that one there if you haven't watched it yet. So what do you think, Mark?
I love it. It's beautiful here. It's quite an amazing view. When you take a look at the way it's spread out, it's like from a painting, literally. It's just so picturesque. Everybody should come see this. It's beautiful.
Well, let's go to our second stop now,
Okay.
to start officially with the route of the artisanal villages. We're passing by Santa Ana. Santa Ana is a parish known by its traditional bread, which is made in wood ovens. This area is special to me because when I arrived in Cuenca for the first time, I did some volunteer work here. Also, for my graduation as a tour guide, I had to do a special work here with tourism awareness, or raising awareness on tourism, talking with kids about what we could do with tourism in the country and what we actually do with tourism in the country, so that they could figure out ideas, think about what they could do in the future with this area. Because as you may see, it's very rural. You don't have too many things here anyhow, rather than crops or beyond crops. But it's a beautiful area. It has a lot of potential for agricultural tourism, in some areas for cultural tourism. The views are great, weather is great, it's stable more of the year. It's a little bit cool now, but Cuenca is like this, all of Cuenca. We may have 4 seasons in one day. In the morning warm, and during the afternoon it could be hot. Second stop, before getting to the town of San Bartolo, famous for the guitars, we are in a viewpoint so that you can figure out, so that you can see how this town was built in the mountains. This is the town of San Bartolo. It's small, rural, but beautiful. What you see there is the Church of San Bartolo. I say San Bartolo, the official name is San Bartolomé, but we know it as San Bartolo. All of what we have traveled through so far, and the places where we will be going through in the rest of the route, are places full of migration. But not people coming in, but actually Ecuadorians coming out. In this area we'll see many big houses, beautiful houses, but if you enter, they will be empty, or there will be only one person, even though it is big, because these were houses made by migrants, people who left from Ecuador to the US to make a living there. We had a first migratory wave in the early thousands, when we moved from our currency sucre to the dollar. I will explain that in my other video. And by the way, These type of things, I will explain them in more detail in my other channel. So if you haven't subscribed to that other channel, that is Luis of Ecuador, I will leave the link on the description. If you are interested in knowing news, politics, situation of Ecuador, not aimed to tourism, but more like to political analysis, or people who are wanting to come to live here, or people already living here, go there, because we will speak about these topics in detail. Anyways, when we moved to the dollar, the exchange rate was $1, 25,000 sucres. So suddenly, people who had millions of sucres in their bank accounts happened to have a few $100s. And many companies simply went to bankrupt, and many people didn't see any other option than leaving to the United States. Others to Italy, others to Spain, but US was the first destination. After the pandemic, or during the pandemic, another migratory crisis started, which is happening still nowadays. And people here, for many of them, the dream is to go to the United States. But the situation in the United States now is not the same as it was in the early thousands, even before 9/11. Going there is more difficult, things are much more expensive, and sending money here is not that easy, because it's very difficult to save something nowadays. But the people here don't know that. That's one of the reasons also why I decided to start a tour operator company in Ecuador, to start bringing people more than sending people away, because I think we can make something with the resources. We have the water, we have the landscapes, we can have many types of crops, and we don't know that. We don't know what we have until we are in other countries. And it has happened to me, it has happened to many of them, that they start missing this country a lot when they are out. Well, too much talking now in this video. Let's go to San Bartolome. Second stop. Once in San Bartolo, we go to a local house to see a local garden, and also to have herbal tea, medicinal tea.
Nice. You told me about this. I'm looking forward to this.
This is a traditional adobe house made of mixture of mud, straw with a special process, and it's very traditional architecture in this area. This helps to keep the house inside warm, even if it is cold outside. It is not as cold as bricks. This is a traditional garden. Many of these plants are medicine plants, and with this we will have a medicine tea here. This is the cedrón, lemon verbena. And what gives the tea its red color is this plant, the sangurache, or the Quechua name ataco. In Ecuador, in many places in the Andean part, they will serve you agua de frescos, agua de viejas, or chata. And this will be a red drink. It's like a tea. It's a combination of different medicine plants. What gives this tea its red color is the sangurache, or ataco. Also, something traditional in the Andean houses, not all of them, but in many, is to grow guinea pigs. Would you like to watch the guinea pigs?
I would like to see the guinea pigs. Wow.
Not being grown for pets.
No. Yeah, cuy.
Cuy is the name that we use for these animals here. It's a Quechua name, and because of the sound, cuy, 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 cuy.
thought we were paying attention to it.
Now we are in San Bartolomé. Officially. Founded in 1574, this small town here in the mountains. It's one of the oldest towns in the area. Here in San Bartolo you can find traditional dishes too. Guitarra y café. Buenos días, ¿cómo está? This, the skin is with a flamethrower cooked so that it is hardened, and then you eat it like a snack. You can find the toasted corn, maíz tostado, potatoes, mote, corn again, so the traditional. Corn in two types, potato and pork. Guitarra Café, just almost next to the church in San Bartolo Square. So if you want a place to come, I recommend you to come here. This place is open every day, but the pork you will have it from Thursday to Sunday.
Hello, Tina.
First stop, in the route of the guitars, the Taller Uyaguari Workshop. They make here guitars of the best quality, export quality, and they even ship abroad. In case you're interested in guitars from here, you can have them shipped. They have even shipped to Europe. Buenos días, ¿cómo está? Buenos días. Buenos días.
Mi nombre es Santiago. Lo que yo me dedico a hacer todo instrumento de cuerda. Lo que nosotros nos caracteriza es hacer nuestros propios diseños, como usted ve este de aquí. También utilizamos maderas nacionales como extranjeras, ¿sí? ¿verdad? Este es el mango o mástil que le conocemos de la guitarra. Le hacemos esto de aquí, ¿verdad? Pues esto
will be like this.
Así.
They also have their store here next to the workshop, or it's part of the workshop, where you can here learn the process and see the different final results.
Oh, sí.
Sí, que es un instrumento andino. Está tallado,
nice.
Tallado el escudo del
The coat of
país.
arms of Ecuador.
Sí.
Sí, sí. Este es el charango.
Bueno, sí.
This is the charango, which is a string instrument that the Andean groups use. Another of the workshops in the route of the guitars is the Landy Brothers. The workshop of the brothers Landy is one of the others you should visit while here. Hey dude. Well, last time I was here, this was full of guitars. But the crafter, he's doing other things because guitars are not being too sold or not anymore. So it's sad. Maybe next time, maybe if these things continue like this, maybe next visit it will be something else, or just after a special request. It's beautiful area. Look at this, just gorgeous. but there are not many work opportunities here. And hopefully when you come here, this is full again and more people are visiting this. But if things continue like this, that may not be the case. But well, that's also why I decided to do this, to promote things and leave the contacts of the other workshop and of this workshop in the description of this video in case you want to contact these people and see what they have. Guitarras Collago, another workshop. Buenos días. After visiting the guitar workshops, we drove for 25 minutes to Chor de Lec, the artisan village famous for its jewelry. The next stop is Chor de Lec. Chor de Lec is famous for its jewelry. You will find jeweler shops all around, and they are specialized in the technique of the filigrane. You will find plate and gold for different budgets. If you want to give crafts of Ecuador as a gift when you come back, this is a good place because you can find plenty of items, designs. It's a good place for buying stuff. And of course, it is a very beautiful town. In 2017, Chor de Lec became part of the UNESCO Creative Cities Network. With 15,000 inhabitants, it was recognized by its precious metal work, pottery, footwear manufacturing, and toquilla straw weaving. Those 4 sectors alone employ 66% of the total active population, of which 58% are represented by women artisans. There is one traditional earring in this area, which is the candonga. This is traditional from Chor de Lec, and you can find it here in large, medium, small sizes. And different prices too. This here is the candonga. And you have it in large, medium, small sizes. There are many of the jewelry shops here in Chor de Lec. This is the main thing here, where we are now, in case you want to see at this one. It is Joyería Íñiguez. Located in the Pasaje Chor de Lec, which is kind of a small shopping center where you have more jewelries and also restrooms in case you need a public restroom while you're here. After Chor de Lec, we drove 10 more minutes to Gualaceo, which is the second most populated canton of the province of Azuay, only after Cuenca. With 43,000 inhabitants, it is famous for its textiles. Here we had a very delicious lunch before continuing to our next stop, Ecuagenera's Orchidarium. Next stop, Ecuagenera Orchidarium. This company, Ecuagenera, is one top exporting company of orchids to the world. You can enter their website and you will see the big variety of orchids they have, and they also ship abroad in case you're interested. But for a moment, let's see what they have inside. Ecuagenera doesn't only produce orchids, they also produce hybrids, but they are also producing other types of tropical plants because they're being demanded. They have this farm here, but they also have production in the Amazon. You can check their website. This is not sponsored, this is just a place that I recommend you to come because of what they're doing. They are taking Ecuador to the world and of course creating job opportunities here with this as well. Yeah, famous monkey face.
Se me fue el nombre, pero Ecuagenera tiene una orquídea que ganó también al premio mundial a la mejor orquídea.
And final stop, Casa Museo de la Macana. On the way out of Golaseo back to Cuenca, you find Casa de Museo de la Macana, or on the way to Golaseo if you're coming from Cuenca. Macana can be translated as shawl, and you will see the signs of different shawls here and some shawls up there. What we will see here is the traditional technique of the shawl of the Macana called ikat for this area. It is a place that I really recommend you to come if you are interested into textiles and what the crafters here are trying to preserve. The ikat is something special for the designs that the shawls here have. Of course, I can't show you everything here because otherwise, why would you come? I will just show you a little bit part of it, but I really recommend you to come. The thread, like he's holding.
It's an amazing plant, isn't it? Oh, wow.
A little bit more.
All right.
See,
That's how you make that orange there,
Right.
to make different varieties of colors.
The wash.
This is called waist loom.
Se demora,
Thread by thread.
se demora 4 horas para poder colocar esto.
4 hours only to place that in the right position.
Oh my God.
Si no hago esto, no voy a poder trabajar.
If he doesn't do that first, he won't
work.
be.
Oh, Jesus.
Could take from 15 days to 4 months depending on the design.
Wow. De aquí ya salen los diseños.
And that's where you start watching the designs.
Oh, okay. See.
Parte blanca. ¿Sí?
So, these are the designs. This is a bird. You see the eye, the beak, the wings. This is a rose. You can see the flower here on the top, the leaves.
Rating by hand.
Puede dibujar pájaros, flores, colibríes.
You can also make designs here, birds, flowers.
Hasta el escudo del Ecuador. Esto tiene de 100 años.
That previous technique would lead us to this.
Oh, okay.
Está el macramé.
Yeah, the macrame.
Macrame when it is made with a sign. This is not crochet, this is all handmade.
Yeah.
Hecho a mano. And this one here is 100 years old.
Está un-
Well, it was a very nice experience. I hope you have liked it. I hope that this video or all of this journey today has invited you, has animated you, has encouraged you to come to Cuenca, or if you are already living in Cuenca, to come specifically to the roots of the artisan villages, San Bartolomé, Chordelec, Golaseo. Also, there is another one, which is Siksik, but it would take a little bit longer there. If you would like me to show you Siksik, which is famous for the Toquilla straw hat production, then let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this video, let me know if you like this format where we tour, where we show the things that you can see, the things that you can do. Remember that I can't show you everything, because if I did that, then you would have no reasons to come. If you would like to come, remember you can check my other videos, subscribe to this channel, click on the bell to know about more routes. Also, you can enter the website, or if you would like me to organize a tour, arrange something for you in Cuenca and in other areas, you can send an email to info@bildevtours.com. Any special requests, you can also let me know there. If you're interested not only in visiting, but also maybe living here, or you're exploring that option, you can send me an email with that request as well, because we also assist with that part. So, hope you have liked it. If you did, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And thank you very much for watching the video till this point. See you in our next adventure. Bye bye.